today I thought I'd sit down and do a little chatty video. I haven't put my face on my channel in a while and I haven't posted a video in a few weeks either. I have some fun news regarding the shop, which you will have seen from the title and the thumbnail. I've now got 10 different sticker sheet designs which are going to be on my shop very soon. When this video goes live, they're not going to be launched just yet. If you're a patron though, when this video does go live on the Saturday, you'll get early access. So in terms of launch date and stuff like that, I will pop them on the screen as I'm saying it so it makes it a bit clearer. I'm aiming to have the Patreon early access on the 23rd and the 24th of April. The shop will be locked and there'll be a password on it, and obviously patrons will be the only ones that have that password. So that will be the weekend, 23rd, 24th, it'll be locked. And then on Monday they'll be live on my shop for anyone to buy. I've still got postcards and ephemera packs on the site. I'm gonna apply 10% off to all of those already. So if you're not a patron, then these will be normal price, but everything else like ephemera and postcard wise will have 10% off. If you're a patron, these will be 10% off with your code, but the code also works on the discounted postcards and ephemera. So you guys can get 10% off stickers and then 20% off ephemera and postcards. If you're not a patron yet and you do want to become a patron to get the discount code, you can do that anytime. It unlocks the Patreon feed as soon as you become a patron. You'll be able to scroll down and find the discount code, which is already on there, so you just use that. I'll have the 10% discount on postcards and ephemera running from Monday to Sunday, so it'll be 10% off for a week. I had to go and sort this puppy out because she's not settling. I feel like the whole of 2022 I've been a bit MIA on my channel and just on social media in general. The main reason for that has just been my ADHD journey. It has been a lot to deal with and process, and I've tried to give myself a bit of leeway with what I'm doing surrounding my work. One of the main things before I was diagnosed that I struggled with was burnout pretty much every single month, or if I was lucky, every 2 months. So since the diagnosis, and I've also been on meds as well, I've been starting that journey, I've tried to not force myself to get set amount of things done every single month at certain times and have like a strict schedule. The one thing that I've focused on through this time and tried to be consistent with and figure out a better schedule with is my Patreon. So instead of trying to tackle all the things at once, I've just gone, okay, Patreon's like priority, I need to make sure I get, you know, certain things done. And then obviously the shop I've been working on, but a lot of that stuff's been behind the scenes, so I haven't shared it all. I've tried not to stress myself too much. In the last couple of months I've been on 2 different ADHD medications and like 5 or 6 different doses, so it's been quite a like roller coaster. That's the best way to describe it. It's been up and down all over the place, but throughout that I have been working on shop stuff. If you are a patron, you will have seen all of this. You will have seen the palavers I've had. I wasn't planning on doing sticker sheets super soon, like at this point. I was thinking more end of the year rather than first chunk of the year. What happened is obviously I have my ephemera printers. They're really great. I haven't had an issue with them. Quality is always tip top. The process of sending in my designs and stuff and getting them printed is always really smooth. The only issue I had this time is on their website they have like lead times of about 4 to 5 weeks. So that's like the time they give you, like the time span that it will take them to go through the artwork with you, figure out the design, get it all confirmed, put it in a print queue, then print it and then get it dispatched. Obviously the lead time depends on their workload and the quantities that they have to print already. All of the orders that I've placed with them before this, the lead time on their website has said 4 to 5 weeks, and every single time they've arrived sooner than that. Didn't think anything of it this time and did the exact same as I've always done, sent off my artwork. The samples were with me in a couple of days and I was like, yes, I want to order bulk. Placed the order of bulk and on the invoice it gave me an estimated dispatch date of the 29th of June, which is like 13 weeks from when obviously I originally paid for this, which put a bit of a spanner in things, to say the least. It is a bit of a bummer and it was very stressful because ultimately this is my job, this is my income. And as much as I can plan on my end, sometimes there's things that are out of my control. And this was one of them, and I was like, oh, poop, what am I gonna do with the shop until then? Because I can't just sit on my butt and not do anything. So I decided in the space of like a week to sit down, teach myself how to design sticker sheets, which is the one thing that's put me off in the past, because obviously with any sort of design thing, when you're getting the printing outsourced, so I'm not printing it in my office, you obviously have to go by their specifications for how things are meant to be laid out, the quality of them, the file type, and obviously stickers, you need a file with the cut lines and you need a separate file with the artwork, and then you need to send them separate so they can, there's lots of like ins and outs to it, and all of that was just like, I don't want to even tackle that. So when I first started looking into it last year, put a pin in it and was like, this is too much right now, I will come back to it. And then this all happened and I was like, I know the printers I want to use for stickers, I'd done all of that part last year, like I'd ordered samples and checked their quality and all of that jazz, so I didn't have to go through that process of like starting from scratch to try and find the printers for stickers. I just need to get over the hurdle of designing them, but it was actually more simple, especially since I've done the ephemera and stuff. I kind of had much more of an idea of what I needed to do. So as stressful as it was having all the ephemera stuff go up in the air, I am somewhat glad it did, because I don't think I would have sat down and done these, not that quickly anyway. So they're A6 sized sheets. I debated between A5 and A6, but I figured, you know, let's not go crazy to start with. I've named this one Taking the Biscuit because it's got lots of biscuits on it. Obviously I'll be having ephemera to match these eventually when they get here. The adhesive on these is permanent. They're printed on like a matte paper, but they have like a slight sheen to them, which is the same as the ephemera. On the phrase sticker sheet you get 28 individual phrases and then you get 2 of each phrase, so the section of phrases is doubled halfway down, and then at the bottom there was space for 2 little bonus phrases, so I added 2 extra stickers. So that is kind of like a one-off sticker sheet, and I am kind of looking forward to doing more of those in the future. I have a list going now of ideas of extra sticker sheets that I want to design alongside the monthly collections. When I'm talking about the monthly collections, I'm referencing the Patreon collections. So every month on Patreon I do 3 collage sheets, and that is where I suppose experiment and play around with the ideas that I have each month. For example, the Taking the Biscuit collection, so this sheet, I'll put a photo up actually which will explain it better. So from the monthly Patreon collections I then take inspiration. As you can see, it's very food related. There's lots of foodie things on there. That's almost like a mood board for me, and then from that I then create extra artwork, more artwork that I get made into products for the shop. So I went with the biscuit theme from that sheet because the biscuits were my favourites. I'm just really happy with how they turned out, and the colours came out so well as well. All the artwork I do for these stickers and the ephemera and the postcards, it's all done by watercolour. So it's all done by hand with watercolour. I line all the images with a black pen and then I scan them in on my laptop and have a little play around, collage some of them together, pick and choose bits that I want to use and then make them into things. Obviously the journal phrase stickers are not hand done. That is a font, it is not my font, but I did actually reach out to the creator of it and ask if I could use it on products and things that I'll be making money off of, and they were really lovely and were like, yeah, absolutely, go for it, don't mind at all. That's why you see a lot of this like typewriter font on a lot of my things. So that's kind of how they came about. It was a bit of a U-turn from my original plans, but I'm very happy that I've ended up here. If you're a patron, you've definitely been for the ride of these coming into existence. I feel like I was just posting on there every week or something, being like, so this is now the situation, we're now waiting for this. Oh no, this has changed. But yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at. The other thing I got sorted is the ephemera packaging. I might quickly show you that now. This is a chatty video, okay, so I did warn you at the start, so we're going on a ramble, we're going on a tangent, but I was really happy with how these turned out and my brain space with it, because it took a long time for me to figure out something that I was really happy with. It's also really simple as well and not actually that interesting to show you, but it makes me happy and it took me ages to do, so I want to show you. If this sort of stuff doesn't interest you, just humour me a minute, just kind of sit there and go wow. Okay, but I'll try and keep it quick and like condensed. So this is what the ephemera packaging used to look like. It's a biodegradable cello bag, which that's fine, but the backing cards that I used with these, which are left over from when I did charms with MyGreenCow, they have a kind of like, I don't know, I think they're called silk. I think that's the name that they give this type of card. But yes, they have this kind of like sheen to them. They're just not as, I suppose, eco-friendly as paper, just plain uncoated paper. I also knew that going forward I was going to have more images in these ephemera packs compared to when I had phrases. So in this pack, this is the Rest Don't Quit ephemera, there's obviously 5 images, whereas going forward I'm going to have 10 images. So it's going to be a bit bulkier to fill these, so I don't have a lot of space in this little business card size. So I knew I wanted it a bit wider, and I also wanted to use some sort of paper that wasn't coated. So I designed these little things, added my little MyGreenCow and the website on them. You can't tell that these are all different, but the wording is slightly... These are little mock-ups that I made, and basically this was how I was going to get them printed at the printers on A7. What I was planning to do is just fold up this bit, pretend this is craft. Okay, this, just imagine it's not white, and then obviously the ephemera pieces can sit in here, and then this can go into a cello bag, which will be biodegradable. So it's a little bigger and it's a little better as well. It took me ages to figure out sizing because an A7 piece of paper and a C7 bag will be bigger. The C sizes and a lot of cello bags are accounting for greeting card sizing and having an envelope in there. So you could have an A7 card with a C7 envelope, so obviously the card can fit in the envelope, and then you might want a cello bag to fit all of that. It will need to be C7. I hope that made sense, so you can understand the bit of frustration, because I didn't want there to be loads of gappage around the edge. Is gappage a word? I don't know if that's actually a word, but you know what I mean by that. I didn't want the ephemera to be hanging over the edge and accidentally get bent or something. So I needed the cello bag to fit the paper backing as snugly as possible. So this is one I got printed at the printers. You can tell because the quality of that is a lot better than my printer. I still need to fold them properly, the right size, but this is how the ephemera packaging is now going to look. That's the little C7 cello bag, comes out here, so I can just tuck it round and stick it down, and I'm happy because it is, like, this is more recyclable than these little cards. The good thing about this as well is this is now like a backing thing, so I have the option of packaging things like this with it folded up, or keeping it flat and putting it in a cello bag that way around kind of thing. So if I do have anything a bit bigger, any products in the future that are a bit bigger, like maybe stamp sets or washi or something, I don't know, I have the packaging. I don't have to think about packaging, because it was a faff trying to figure out the A sizes and the C sizes, but I'm very happy with the outcome. So the last thing with the shop that I've managed to get sorted is my planner. Until I set this up, I've just been using a to-do list and my brain, and obviously my brain's been not tip-top functioning wise for remembering things. I knew roughly what sort of planner I would need regarding the shop and Patreon. I just needed the time to sit down and figure out exactly like what pages and dividers I needed in here. The main thing about this planner, which by the way, still never figured out who sent me this planner. This is the Mint B6 Kiki K. Don't know if it was Kiki K, don't know if it was a friend, don't know if it was a follower. Either way, if you are watching, still using it, still enjoying it a lot. It is probably one of my favourite Kiki Ks. But yeah, the main thing with this planner is to just have somewhere to put all of the information and all the things I need to remember for shop and Patreon stuff. So I did design my own pages. I did a basic weekly spread, just days of the week, note paper. In other words, this is what you need to remember, Daisy, and this is where you dump other brain stuff that you need to remember for future weeks and put into future weeks. I have a monthly spread as well. It has a Patreon checklist, a shop checklist and a YouTube checklist, and then I've got a section for other projects on the side. There's a Patreon section so I can do all of my themes. I need to fill this in still. So I've got April, May, June. The main thing I wanted to achieve with these is just having somewhere to put future collection ideas so I can try and work ahead a bit. I'm just very aware that if I want Christmas ephemera this year, I need to get my butt in gear and design Christmas. It makes much more sense now to me why brands do Christmas in July. Same sort of thing with the shop section. So I design the artwork for Patreon and then I expand on that for the shop. So I've got pages to expand on that. I have a brainstorm section. I've just got like spaces to add stuff, even if it's a small idea. And then if I've got a bigger idea that I want to doodle stuff about it, that's there. And then I have a page for design info, because there's so many things when it comes to designing stuff that I have to do the exact same way. I've of course got templates saved on my laptop for things, but things like rotating an image the exact same amount or shrinking it down to the exact same size, those sort of things I just don't remember. I have them written, there's pages and sticky notes, like a pile, a little wad of just things that I've written down and shoved in here. But I now have a little section to put what it is, the step by step of what I need to remember, and an extra little remember box at the bottom. And the last tab I don't have anything in yet, and it's just note pages. And at the back I have a little notepad as well. So for now, that is my planner. It's one of those things where I just needed everything in one place, but I couldn't get my head around how to organise it, and the other day I just sat down and was like, nah, I need to just figure this out. After I'd managed to sort out the stickers and stuff, my brain just went through a, oh my god, like I can do all these ideas that I've been thinking of. The printers that I use for the stickers as well obviously have other things that they print, and I was like, oh, there's so many things that I want to do. So that's my little ramble about my stickers and where I'm at and what's going on. Basically all I wanted to say in this video was I have sticker sheets. I made these. I finally did this. This is something that I've had lots of people request this. Like I said, I do plan on doing more like odd ideas alongside the collections each month. If you're a patron and watching this video on early access, these will be available on Saturday and Sunday. Make sure you use your discount code, and if you want to get your hands on some postcards and ephemera as well, it will work on those too. And if you're watching this on Saturday and you're not a patron, Monday when I wake up, Monday from when Monday starts, I will probably set the thing live before I go to bed. So it'll be live from like, I don't know, 1 AM Monday, say. I'll post about it on social media, obviously. I am still planning to just go with the flow, not give myself a strict social media schedule. I will pop up on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube every now and again. I say every now and again, it'll probably be a bit more than it has been. There's gonna be less like design stuff going on behind the scenes. I hope you're all doing well. It has been a little while since I've had a proper chat. I do need to go through my comments on here. Social media is just very overwhelming for me at the moment. I would love to know which sticker sheet is your favourite. I think mine will always be the biscuits and the phrases, because I do love a phrase sticker, and probably my little original bees as well. That was like my first collection that I made into ephemera. So it's kind of special. Thank you all so much for watching, and of course if you are a patron, your name will be on the screen now. You guys have been such a support, especially in the last couple of months. It's so nice to see you guys getting excited along with me. I'm so happy that I share the behind the scenes and like the process of designing stuff with you over there. The whole process up until I have the actual products in my hand is so tedious, so stressful, so frustrating. So being able to share that and break it down a bit, it's just really lovely. I also want to say a big thank you if you are planning on purchasing any stickers or any ephemera or any postcards. It has been a tricky few months and the shop has been quite quiet, mainly because I've not really shared anything about it, because I haven't had anything new to share with you guys, and I've just not been in the brain space to create content to share, because usually I will play around with my own products and create some journaling pages that I can share with you. But I've just not been journaling that much, so I haven't been showing you. So the shop's just a bit quiet, which is fine. But I am looking forward to seeing how you guys use these. I'm gonna go before the sun comes all the way around and blinds me. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Today I thought I'd sit down and do a little chatty video duo. Wow. 4 to 5 weeks on their website. Nelly, that's yours. Okay. That's not a... Ah! Okay. You're fine. I look like bloody Krusty the Clown. My hair just never wants to play ball. Lie down now. Nelly, lie down. Lie down. And of course now my battery's going. Oh, it's a sleepy sausage. She's woken up just as I finished, and my battery's dying as well. Oh my goodness. What was I gonna say? I was gonna do the outro. Sleepy dog. Oh, so snoozy. I'm probably gonna have some outtakes after this because you was just so noisy. Oh, she's the baby. I don't know if anyone's seen that TikTok that's like, I'm just the baby, but we use that for Nelly. Like if my mum's going, Nelly, what have you done? I'll like pretend to be Nelly. I'm like, but I'm just a baby. You're so big now. She's all sleepy. I think she needs to go out for a poo. Where are you going? Nope, she's being a sausage. Yeah. This is the situation now. We got Nelly here. Bonnie's been really good. She's just been chilling there. My skin is currently on a somewhat good day as well, which is nice. I am obviously wearing makeup as well, which helps to hide it. I started using Skin and Me, which seems to be helping. But most things seem to help for a month, and then my period comes around and my face is like, ha, tricked you. You thought it was that working, but it wasn't. It was your hormones. But yeah, I am gonna go and let her do her jobs. So, and then I have to edit this video.